Johnny Depp, without a doubt, is one of the most fascinating figures in Hollywood. When you think of someone whose career has been nothing short of legendary, Johnny is one of the first names that come to mind. He's not just a well-known actor, but a cultural icon who has managed to maintain a deep, lasting impact on the entertainment industry. It's almost impossible to talk about Johnny Depp without mentioning his incredible versatility, his distinctive look, and of course, the unique qualities that make him stand out as both an actor and a person. But what makes Johnny Depp, well, Johnny Depp? Let's dive in, because this is a story of talent, style, heart, and resilience. Johnny's rise to fame wasn't an accident. From his early days, he showed potential for greatness, but his true path to stardom began with a moment of serendipity. Johnny, like many successful actors, didn't set out to be a movie star. He started out as a musician, but when he was given the chance to act, he seized it, taking on one role after another. But, as we know, it wasn't until his collaboration with director Tim Burton that the world truly discovered Johnny's genius. There's something about Johnny Depp that makes him unlike any other actor. He's got this uncanny ability to disappear into a role. Seriously, you watch him on screen, and it's as if the character is coming to life right before your eyes. Whether it's the mischievous Captain Jack Sparrow, the quirky Edward Scissorhands, or the mysterious Ichabod Crane, Johnny doesn't just play the character, he becomes them. And it's not just the wild, eccentric characters he plays that stand out, it's the depth and complexity he brings to them. Johnny doesn't settle for superficial portrayals. Each character he embodies comes with a story, a past, and a soul. And, somehow, Johnny manages to make us feel for each of them, even the ones who seem unapproachable or even a little terrifying at first glance. And then there's the style. Johnny Depp doesn't just dress, he creates a persona with his fashion choices. His looks are iconic, no one can wear a scarf and a pair of sunglasses like Johnny. His style is effortlessly cool, yet always personal. The rings, the hats, the bohemian shirts, it's all part of his carefully crafted image. But what's so fascinating about Johnny's style is that it's not about keeping up with trends. It's about expressing himself. When you see him on the red carpet or in his everyday life, you're not just looking at a man in clothes, you're looking at someone who's telling the world exactly who he is and what he stands for. And let's not forget the whole rock star persona. Johnny Depp has that down to a T. He's like a modern-day pirate in the best way possible. Cool, rebellious, and incredibly magnetic. But Johnny Depp isn't just an actor or a fashion icon. If you look deeper, you'll find that he has something that sets him apart from so many others in Hollywood, an authenticity and a humility that are rare in such a high-profile industry. There's a genuine kindness about him. He's the type of person who, even after decades of fame, still remembers what it's like to be one of the fans, to be a part of the world outside of the spotlight. You see it in his interactions with his fans, his kindness to people who cross his path, and his generosity to those in need. Johnny is the kind of person who makes an effort to really see people. Remember when he took time out of his day to visit children in hospitals? Or when he was spotted spending hours signing autographs for fans, despite being exhausted? These are the kinds of things that show his true character, his heart of gold. But we can't just look at Johnny's public persona and leave it at that. Like every human being, he's had his struggles. His personal life has been in the tabloids for years, and at times, it seems like the media has been determined to dissect every aspect of his private world. We've all seen the headlines, heard the gossip, and read the rumors. It's easy to get swept up in all the drama that comes with being in the spotlight. But what often gets lost in all the noise is the fact that Johnny Depp is a real person, someone who has faced his own battles and challenges, just like the rest of us. He's not immune to the pressures and pain that come with being constantly under scrutiny. It's easy to forget that behind the headlines, Johnny is just a man trying to live his life. We don't often see the personal side of him, the side that struggles with difficult decisions, heartbreak, and the weight of expectations. But when you take a step back and look at Johnny's journey, it becomes clear that he's much more than the controversies that the media often highlights. Johnny has shown resilience time and time again, and instead of letting the negativity define him, he's come out stronger. He's continued to push forward, to create, and to bring us some of the best performances we've ever seen. And in doing so, he's reminded us that real strength doesn't come from avoiding pain, it comes from embracing it and continuing to move forward with grace. Now, let's talk about some of the things you might not know about Johnny Depp. While we all know him as a world-renowned actor, did you know he's also an incredibly talented musician? Johnny has a deep love for music, and it's something that's been a part of his life long before acting ever was. He's played guitar with some of the biggest names in rock and roll, including legends like Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, and together they formed a band called Hollywood Vampires. What's fascinating about this side of Johnny is that it's another form of self-expression. He doesn't just act or dress in a certain way because it's cool, he does it because it's part of who he is, and music is no exception. His passion for the art shines through in his performances, and it's another layer to the complex and multi-talented person that Johnny Depp truly is. But let's take a moment to consider just how much Johnny Depp has shaped the entertainment industry. Sure, there have been plenty of actors who have had long careers and achieved great success. But how many of them have had such an impact? Johnny didn't just fill a role, he transformed the way we see certain characters. His portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow, for example, has become iconic in ways that no one expected. When Johnny first took on the role, people were skeptical. A pirate? With that much eccentricity? But Johnny made it work. He made us love Jack Sparrow for all his quirks, flaws, and charm. He made that character feel real, even though he was a fictional pirate. That's what makes Johnny Depp different. He doesn't just play a character, he gives them a life of their own. Johnny's impact on the entertainment industry isn't just about the roles he's played or the films he starred in, it's also about how he's influenced a generation of actors and filmmakers. His willingness to take risks, to push boundaries, and to embrace the unconventional has paved the way for others to do the same. He's shown us that sometimes the best performances come when you're willing to step outside the box and take chances. And honestly, that's part of the reason why we keep coming back to him. He's constantly surprising us, keeping us on our toes, and making us believe in the magic of cinema once again. Johnny Depp is more than just a Hollywood star, he's a symbol of what it means to be an artist in the truest sense of the word. He's shown us that being successful isn't just about fame or fortune, it's about being true to yourself and embracing who you are, flaws and all. Johnny has made it clear that he doesn't need to conform to anyone else's expectations. He's going to continue doing things his way, and that's what makes him stand out. He's a man who has lived his life on his own terms, and that kind of authenticity is something we can all admire. So, what's next for Johnny Depp? Well, the future is always full of surprises, especially when it comes to someone as unpredictable and talented as him. He's still going strong in Hollywood, and it seems like there's no end to his ability to captivate audiences. Whether he's playing a quirky character, rocking out with his band, or just being himself, Johnny Depp will always be a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment world. And let's be real, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Johnny Depp is the perfect example of someone who has managed to carve out their own path, defy the odds, and build a legacy that will last for generations to come. His talent, his style, and his heart of gold are what make him truly special. There's no one quite like Johnny Depp, and that's exactly why we'll continue to celebrate him for years to come.